Welcome back, nerds. This is Two Nerds in the Universe. I'm Alex.
I'm Brandon.
And today we actually have two special guests. They're usually behind the camera. These are our producers, but we wanted to put them on camera so you can put a face to all the guys that make everything work around here. So if y'all want to introduce yourselves.
Go. Hi, I'm Antonio. I work behind the scenes. I do the reels. I don't have much of an introduction, but I love the movies.
What up? I'm Dom. I produce it. Yeah.
Yeah. He does a lot more.
He's humble. He's humble.
He does a lot more of everything else behind the cameras, and he makes all this work. So we're glad to have them on here. We always talk movies, and most of the time they're talking movies with us too. So it's a good thing to be able to hear their takes on some of these movies. So today we're gonna talk about our favorite alien movies. But to start it off, me and Brandon were actually talking this weekend about cartoons that we would watch growing up and things we thoroughly enjoyed. So I wanted to bring them into it too. We're all around the same age. We all watch the same cartoons. So the question that I asked Brandon, which I think he's an idiot, but it still stands to this day, is that what was the better shows as far as content that you got when you were a kid? Was it Nickelodeon or was it Cartoon Network? I'm going to apologize to everybody if you're Disney Channel fans because that's last.
We all love it. I mean, we love the
maybe
Disney
maybe two or three shows on Disney Channel, but besides that, that's it. It's pretty much Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. That's going to be the only ones. So if everybody wants to give y'all's take on what do you think is better, Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon?
Wait, we were arguing about it for a little bit.
Yeah, off camera.
I will agree. The best take. Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of the best cartoons ever made.
Absolutely.
So if you...
Whose camp does that reside in, brother?
That is Nickelodeon.
Okay.
Nickelodeon.
That is Nickelodeon.
That is a perfect series. A perfect series.
Mm-hmm. It
From
is.
episode 1 to the last episode, every single bit of it, I absolutely loved. I've watched it 100 times. They just can't really get the formula right for the movies, and I don't even think it works for a movie. They're remaking a live-action TV show of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
It wasn't terrible. I wouldn't say it's terrible, but as far as the cartoon show, it's perfect. It's a perfect show. I would even argue dropping the cartoon and saying it's a top 10 show of all time.
I can agree.
So I would drop cartoon. I think
Not very
it's that
many
good.
shows are perfect all the way through.
Character development, everything.
I will say I haven't watched any of the live actions. I feel like M. Night Shyamalan kind of ruined it for everybody. And I just haven't given them the time of day, respectfully.
At the end of the day, it doesn't necessarily matter because they can do all these remakes all they want, all day long, and it doesn't matter because we still have the perfect TV series in cartoon form that we can go back to anytime. So let them ruin it 100 times. It may annoy you, but at the end of the day, we still have something we could share with our kids and for future generations. It's made. It's done.
Yeah, I will say that's the only show I've ever watched as an adult and like watched it all the way through. That's a cartoon. Besides like Smiling Friends, but that's like adult curated. But that's about it. Yeah, all down. Beautiful show.
It's amazing. I think as far as like the character development, character arcs, right, protagonist, antagonist, everything like is just perfect. You're with the characters through and through the entire time. Is that your premise for Nickelodeon being better? It's solely based on Avatar.
It is not. It is not. So look,
Okay.
I mean, we started the game, sprinting, right? Because Avatar: The Last Airbender is absolutely fantastic, but that's not the only thing that we have inside of our arsenal to make Nickelodeon just the best, all right? We also have SpongeBob.
Yeah.
How many times have we quoted SpongeBob in our lives?
The first 8 years of the show, or the first 8-10 years of the show, like some peak cartoons.
It's one of the most iconic cartoons of all time.
Absolutely, absolutely. We quote it all the time.
So that, and then Fairly Odd Parents, absolutely amazing. I definitely love it. I'm not sure if you've seen all the way through, but at some point they actually do come to the conclusion. Not conclusion. He goes to like court, right? Fairy court, and they realize that he made a secret wish, like a while back, and they're like, "What was the secret wish?" I wish that everybody stopped aging so that I can have my Fairly Odd Parents forever. It's like, what? When did you make this wish? Like 53 years ago? It's like, what? And that's just a huge little, like, awesome. Tell me something. Tell me another cartoon that has made that big of a drop.
You know what I'm gonna say though. The only thing about Fairly Odd Parents is that like Avatar, you take things with you as an adult. what's the other one? SpongeBob. You take things with you as an adult. Like looking back on Fairly Odd Parents, like I can give you some of the names of some of the characters, but as for like you trying to tell me, hey, what happens in some of these moments, it's kind of like washed away from memory.
No, come on, look.
Yeah.
I mean, we Very Odd Parents had probably one of the best TV specials of all time.
Yes, I was just about to bring that up.
Remember, what was it, Channel Chasers?
I think
When he had the remote that let him go into each episode.
So who came in?
Oh, it was the
Jimmy Neutron.
that one too. The
No,
crossover.
Is that the one
that
you're
one's
talking
you're
about?
thinking of. No. He's talking about
I'm
something
talking
different.
about the one where it's him as an adult that goes to try to stop him from.
Oh,
going
that's
from-
right, dude. I remember
Well,
that
yeah,
one
yeah.
too.
But no, the crossovers, because there's two of them. Some of the best. That was cinema.
Yeah.
That was
So
cinema.
dang good. So that's what I take with me as an adult. That's what I remember when I think back on Fairly Odd Parents is the combination of those. Amazing. Being able to bring in Jimmy Neutron. How many TV shows do that? I mean, nowadays we get Marvel, not Marvel. I mean, I guess Marvel works. but
Crossovers, yeah.
In regards to like TV shows, we got like Arrow and The Flash being able to do their thing. Great. But
But you
I
can-
can't think of very many.
You can argue with those all being intentional because they all did plan to have crossovers eventually.
Oh, true.
With Jimmy Neutron and Very Odd Parents, that was just kind of like that would stick.
Fair
That sticks.
point.
Yeah,
Fair
and
point.
that was like, hey, the multiverse is real. You brought them two together.
It was awesome.
But and it was awesome, and like how he says too, like you have some of those specific like episodes, some of the specials that you can appreciate. But as for like the Fairly Odd Parents show itself, does it still resonate or does it still sit with you as much as SpongeBob or as much as you think you would say so?
I think so, yeah. 100%.
No, I don't think that.
And
No.
moreover, one more or two more actually. Danny Phantom in Nickelodeon. Bro.
Amazing.
Danny Phantom.
It is amazing.
How did I get my love for goth chicks from Danny Phantom?
It was from Danny Phantom. It was from Teen Titans. It was from Kim Possible.
Total drama. Island.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Total Drama Island.
Island too.
That's where they all came from.
Ruined me, bro.
That's where all these from. That's why we're all listening to our divorced dad's CD on the radio. All those punk rock songs.
And then one more, and that's got to be Rugrats. All right, I watched it as a kid, as like a little toddler baby, kid growing up, loved it. But also the Rugrats movies, I still watch them.
Oh,
I
man.
still watch
That's a good
Rugrats
point.
Go to Paris.
That's-
Rugrats Go Wild. I like them.
That's what I would argue though, that the movies I found more entertaining, and I'd actually rather watch than any of the shows or any of the episodes. And I can't say that with like SpongeBob. I'd much rather watch even the
show.
SpongeBob show more than I would the movies.
Were you more like an all grown up type of guy? You remember when they aged them
Oh
all
yeah,
up?
yeah.
Oh,
Rugrats
dude,
all grown
I
up.
watched
Great.
those too.
That
I
show
like
was
the
great.
kids better than I like the adults.
The
But
adults.
I liked it. I liked it. I was for it.
It's kind of the I'm kind of the same boat. I kind of like that in the introduction rather than what they became, because like that's the same thing with like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I much preferred Sweet Life of Zack and Cody rather than Sweet Life on Deck. Not that I didn't enjoy
It
it,
was so weird.
but Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was just so much better. I thought it was so much better. So those shows that you named on Nickelodeon, those you think are better than Cartoon Network shows,
I do.
or that's why you think that that's better.
I do.
We're
Yeah.
just talking cartoons, right?
Those are some bombs
the
right
tough,
there, dog.
The tough thing to argue is Avatar, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only show that's very tough to go up against when it comes to Cartoon Network. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we're talking about depth when it comes to Avatar. A good opposite would be Teen Titans. When it
No,
talks about that.
That's
And
fair.
There's another one.
That's
as well.
fair.
I think Samurai Jack is very
Samurai
spot on.
Jack
haven't watched
is
it, but I believe
peak.
it.
That last season was pure
Yeah.
cinema. It was amazing.
I would even argue, as a horror fan, Courage the Cowardly Dog, I would stay up late every night just to catch Courage the Cowardly Dog.
It's kind of crazy that you're bringing this up and about like how some of these Nickelodeon movies and shows. I mean, like has it resonated with you as an adult? Because that's a great question. Because Cartoon Network and I've watched them. 100% I've watched them. What do we got here? We got
Teen Titans, Ed and Eddy,
Ed, Ed and Eddie,
Johnny Bravo,
Grim Adventures of
Billy and Mandy.
Billy and Mandy.
That's one of the best TV shows of all
It's
time.
awesome.
that adds on to the horror.
funny.
That adds on to horror too. I wonder if that's like our generation, like why we
Discovery.
enjoy and love horror is because like
desensitized us from a young age.
I
and
mean,
then
think
just
about it,
built
like-
on it
Like
with
shows like Flapjack, dude.
Flapjack was great.
I did not like Flapjack.
It was so stupid.
No, actually,
They were
Flap-
mean with their jump scares. They were really
But yeah,
mean.
Flapjack scared me as a kid. It was scary. It wasn't like it was a bad show. It just scared me. I was like, this is weird.
Every
I
time
don't
I
like this. I
showed
feel
his candy
uncomfortable.
wife, and when she would move, that was so scary.
What annoyed me about that one was there was one episode where because the whole premise is this disgruntled old pirate, is with this kid, and he keeps telling him about Candy Island, right, and how he wants to find Candy Island, right? There's one episode where they're like talking about maps, and it's like, wait, so what's like east, or I don't remember the direction. What's east? And like nobody knows, It's like, oh, now I really want to go over there. It's like, why? Like, where's Candy Island? I don't know where Candy Island is, and where has people not gone to? East. So I was like, oh, I get it. So they go that way, and it's super duper far. They almost die of dehydration and all that stuff, and then they're like, all right, you know what? Obsession's getting the better of us. Let's turn around and let's just be happy that we're a family, which is great. And then so they turn around, and then it pans over to the left a little bit, and there's Candy Island. How annoying is that?
I thought you were gonna bring up the one where it's like west. They were super mean with their jump scares, but it was so funny. Like looking back at it, it's hilarious.
I think Dom was right when he's talking about like you can have peak content over here, but there's depth over here. And I feel like Cartoon Network, there's some shows on Nickelodeon, especially Disney, where I'd watch one or two shows, and the next show that's coming up, I'm like, yeah, I don't care, I'm gonna go outside. But like Cartoon Network, I could sit there all day,
That's
watch
so
every
crazy.
single thing. I mean,
That's some stinkers.
Codename Kids Next
Candy.
Door, dude. Codename Kids Next Door was
K
peak.
So
and
good.
D.
And there was actually like it followed a storyline. It wasn't just like filler episodes.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Yeah.
the movie when they all became like, oh my goodness.
I gotta watch it.
It's sad, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna be on an island here, and I to this day I'm gonna stay on this one. I think Teen Titans Go really pissed me off.
Yeah.
I think that's terrible.
Oh, no, you're not on an island right there. I hate Teen Titans Go. Why did they mess up? Like they canceled the original Teen Titans, which is, I think we can all agree, peak.
Yeah.
Right? And that sucks. I don't know why some suit somewhere said, you know what? That's not what they want. Let's
Apparently,
let's
it's
cancel that.
It's because they could, the toys weren't making enough money, and when it came to cartoons back then, that kind of
That's all it was.
I will say I did hate Teen Titans Go at first, and then they started getting like really funny with some of their stuff. There's like, isn't there like a side like joke where they explain taxes to children?
Yeah.
And they explain how to avoid credit fraud.
I think they explained how to commit tax fraud, and the whole show. And it's like a whole series, or it's like a whole like 15 minutes of how to commit tax fraud.
And then like, they
It's
show
stupid.
Cyborg opening a Roth IRA. This is actually in the show too. It's like really funny.
Perhaps I judged you too harshly.
What episode is that? So they have an issue with not selling toys to children, but they got no issue showing children everything about
How to
like
do tax fraud.
now that's where we draw the line. We draw the line with toys, but not this. The content I don't even think is on the same level as far as what we got with Teen Titans and what you get with Teen Titans Go. I don't think it's even close. I think it's actually. I don't like it at all.
That episode in Teen Titans where Robin is like going crazy because he's looking for
He's over Slade.
Slade, right? And everybody's like, "Where is he? Where is he? You just let him get right past you." And it was a whole
good.
emotional
Okay, so I
episode.
gotta
That's
watch
probably my favorite episode. Sticks with me even to this day. I love the Teen Titans series. Again, we're talking about goth chicks. I mean, Raven, my God, Raven, absolutely amazing. Beast Boy, absolutely love Beast Boy. I want to see a live action Beast Boy that's actually taken seriously. I know that we've seen a couple of TV shows that have tried to go live action. Raven, I believe, was the title of it. They tried to do an entire TV series with Raven, and didn't really pan out. Kind of sucked.
Well, there's the other one, right? That came out in like 2017, 2018. The Teen Titans.
Oh, they did make a Teen Titans
Yeah.
show. It didn't come. It didn't.
And I'd tell you the truth, I didn't even watch it. So I
Sad.
didn't watch that one.
The closest thing that we've gotten to good Teen Titans post, what was it, 2 seasons?
Yes, of the original.
The Teen Titans that we're talking about was got to be like like Young Justice and whatnot. Or like when they come in and they basically face the Justice League.
Yeah.
Great.
Are you talking about Teen Titans versus Justice League?
Yes. that's what I'm
Okay.
thinking of.
That one's part of the DC AMU, DC Animated
that was
Movie
the
Universe.
wasn't it? Yeah.
And that was the one with Raven and her dad. What's her dad's name?
Satan.
Yeah, that was Satan.
Was that her dad's
No,
name?
it was Hex something, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
called
it's-
something. It was called something.
It wasn't Satan. But
Yeah, no, it was her dad's name is
It's pretty damn
something.
close.
Yeah,
He's basically Satan.
But he took over the Justice League, and then they had to end up fighting back against Superman and all this other stuff. So it was good Teen Titans content. But I was watching that because I watched Teen Titans as a kid, not because I watched Teen Titans Go.
That's what they were making.
Yeah, if you go search up on HBO right now, Teen Titans, all you get is Go.
Yeah.
So I'm here trying to show my son. I'm trying to show my son P cartoon, but I can't show him Teen Titans because we have to watch Teen Titans Go. So we just changed it and put on Dragon Ball Z. But I can't show him that. So I think there's so much more depth when it comes to cartoons on Cartoon Network. I mean, we haven't even we did bring it up. K&D with Samurai Jack was another one. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Foster's Home for
Imaginary.
There was a Halloween episode of Billy and Mandy, right? Where I'm kind of forgetting. See, that's what I'm talking about. Nickelodeon is peak because I'm forgetting a pretty
Cartoon Network?
major episode from Billy and Mandy. Is the Pumpkin King? Does that sound familiar to you guys?
Yeah. It was Jack-o'-lantern. Jack something.
Yes, I liked him. I liked that episode. But like I'm saying, like I can't remember very many of these things as in depth as I can.
I remember. Sorry.
Go
I remember Billy. He had like a spider son.
I was just thinking about that too.
And there's like a whole spider scene.
that,
Yeah,
yes.
there you go. I remember there being a whole Christmas special too, where like Santa was like an evil zombie. That scared me when I was younger too.
I think like I said, I think a lot of this horror stuff originated from Cartoon Network. And also too, when it comes to like the content, even as an adult and even as watching cartoons now and thoroughly enjoying them, I would look at some things that I watched as a kid and I'm like, man, I wish they adapted that to like something I can watch now. I wouldn't even really argue it too much with Nickelodeon. I would argue it with Cartoon Network, and especially like Ben 10. I'm not sure if they'd be able to do a live adaptation. I know they tried and it was terrible, but like, I don't know if they can do it now, but if they could, I think that'll be so, like some of those monsters and things like that too. Yeah. If they really tried, I think it could be so peak.
They've tried to do a Ben 10 movie before.
It was terrible.
I watched it.
Twice.
I had it on back when Netflix was like renting out these DVDs. It'd come to you in the mail and all that.
In the mail, yeah.
Watched it on that. Didn't like it. Ben 10 TV series, the original one was great. It's so different,
They
right?
changed so many things.
And it's kind of hard because you fall in love with these cartoon characters. Who was the guy on Ben 10, his sister's boyfriend?
Kevin.
Drives that badass car.
Kevin.
Right? He was amazing on the TV series, but in the live action movie, just man, that sucks. It's similar to like what am I thinking of? TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You got who's that hockey guy who helps him out?
Casey.
Casey
Casey
is great in the TV series. Awesome, loved him. But then when they adapted to like live action movies and whatnot, again, it falls flat.
You're talking about
by, what's his face? Stephen Amell, who played Arrow, right?
Oh,
in the movie.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's awesome. I didn't even know that.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're talking about the live adaptation of TMNT with Megan Fox. That's the one that you're referring to?
I'm talking
Michael
about
Bay.
that one too, yes, but also even the classic TMNT that we all grew up, the Dirty New York and all that.
The only Ninja Turtle I will still to this day, like my son wants to watch it, I'm only showing you TMNT.
The cartoon movie.
TMNT
Okay,
is
That's
the best Ninja Turtle movie I can show anybody, and the only one I will show my son. I think I was even telling Dom, I like Mutant Mayhem. I don't think he did.
No, I don't.
I think the visuals of Mutant Mayhem were like really good.
Yes.
That's what I loved. That's what I loved about it.
You're talking about the movie where there's that guy who's like immortal and he's trying
TMNT,
to...
yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we're clarifying
that. Is, and even seeing that scene as a kid, seeing that scene and watching Leonardo and Raphael on the roof fighting.
Oh my gosh. I'd like to see you try. Oh my gosh,
In the rain.
Even going on,
dude, the betrayal there.
Yeah, and he's like, "Don't do this, Ralph." It's just and all the water falling on them like that, just opposite sides. It was amazing. That's what I really want.
That's a really.
Oh
really
yeah,
good
absolutely.
movie. And again, it's a cartoon, so it just goes back to what I just said. I mean, like the cartoon adaptations to like cartoon TV show adaptations to live action movies almost always fall flat. It's not an exception, but like that's probably where you need to go with a cartoon TV series is like a movie as close to that.
But they did it twice. They did Ninja Turtles live action twice, and they were I didn't like them. I thought they were both terrible. I'm not sure if y'all liked it with Megan
They were
Fox.
alright.
No, I
They were
hated
alright.
those.
They're watchable, like watchable,
Michael
like
Bay
one time.
he makes watchable movies. Like you can just watch it.
Yeah,
Have
it's
fun.
like I'm editing and I put it in the background, and I look up and like, oh, that's badass, and I go back. To
And then you go in. The elevator scene is the only thing I'll still like go back
yeah.
on YouTube and look up. But besides that, I don't. And you brought up a good point too of like one adaptation you really wanted to see, but they scrapped it.
the Last Ronin.
The Last Ronin.
The Last Ronin. I was so
Oh,
excited because
yeah.
they were supposed to play. They were also Sony was supposed to do a video game, and they scrapped it too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the only comic book series I am obsessed with.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, no.
Give a Cliff Notes. Give a Cliff Notes. Like, what is it?
So
Michelangelo's.
is, long story short, Michelangelo is like the last living,
Mm-hmm.
and then he has to go on like this like suicide mission to kill everybody that's ever killed. That they killed all of them. It's badass.
The family, the eternal
Yeah.
family.
And then he ends up. I think at the end, I don't know this for a fact. I think at the end he kills himself, and because he's just so in sorrow. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's what kids want to see. Absolutely.
That's what.
Spoilers, by the way, because it wasn't revealed until like a while in that it was Michelangelo. It kind of kept you
Oh,
guessing
yeah,
which one
that's
it
true.
was.
Which one it was?
Yeah.
Because they didn't have the.
Nope.
No, he took it off.
No.
Yeah.
Black one.
They didn't have the. What are they called? The little eye things, the little
Yeah.
colored thing
Yeah.
that goes over their face.
And you could tell
And of
them
course
when
it
you
has
look
to
at
be
them.
Mikey.
And
Mikey's the heart of the whole family, you know.
Yeah,
Jeez.
well, it's the youngest one, right? Is the one that was always the exact opposite of. You would see that and you would just think Ralph, or you would never think Michelangelo is turns into him. So
So cool.
yeah, if I'm looking at any adaptation, it would be TMNT, and I feel like even doing a Ronin of what I saw of that would be like amazing, especially doing in like the TMNT art. Even if it was still as that, I would still watch it to this day, and I would still greatly appreciate it. I think so going off of all these cartoon shows that we've listed, you still stand pat on Nickelodeon being better.
I do. Look, I love all these movies and shows that you're talking about. I mean, and obviously we've talked about it for a minute. Dexter's Lab, great. Adventure Time, great. I like these shows, and I watched them a lot when I was growing up, but I watched more of Nickelodeon, and I remember more of Nickelodeon than I do Cartoon Network in regards to its mini episodes.
But it's tough though because they have SpongeBob and Avatar.
Yeah. They have the cartoons.
Yeah,
Got some juggernauts right
Yeah.
there.
yeah, but it's sometimes too. It's kind of like you in some cases you'd rather have depth. You know what I mean? You'd rather have more that you can cut, like that you can lean back on if one or two are just not working at the time. You know what I mean? You just have so much more that you'd rather watch. Not I don't want to say rather because there's not much I'd rather watch as a child over SpongeBob and Avatar. So it's tough, but I just think depth alone is what carries Cartoon Network. I think that's kind of where I stand.
What do you guys think? Is it Cartoon Network, or is it Nickelodeon, or is it Disney? I don't know.
We haven't even mentioned Disney.
Disney's great, but I think the titans here are Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon.
I think we mentioned a couple. I mean, Sweet Life, right?
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was
That
good.
was a good one.
I like that.
No, my bad.
No, I like that episode near the end of the show.
Where it ends.
Where the very last episode where it ends and the credits roll. Finally, I love it. But it's where it's all a big test for the family given by the top wizard of the wizarding school in the wizarding world. I forget his name, but he makes it seem like the humans are about to discover the wizards and it's all Alex's fault. So they all take him into custody and they're over here trying to get them to confess about wizards being real and all that. Alex is over here like, I don't know. I was like, what if we gave you a burger? And she's like, all right. And he's like, how about some fries? You know, how about that Coke? And she finishes it all. I was like, so, are wizards real? And she burps into his face and says, I'm not telling you anything. And then, of course, Max is like a doofus, so he's just not telling anybody anything. And the last person you expect to say anything is Justin, and he does end up accidentally confessing because of his pride. He's over here like, wait, I'm the smart one. So yeah, wizards are real, and this is what's happening. And then it's a whole black mark against the family, and then it's all revealed that he did it all, like the top wizard.
So I was a kid at the same time of all this was going on, and I'm not trying to crap on Wizards of Waverly Place, but everything you're saying, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I even watched Wizards of Waverly Place.
What about-
I think that was the last show that I watched as a child where I started aging out, started getting into sports, started getting into girls, right? Because there's a thing called girls when you're a kid, and at first you're just looking at them cooties, and one of them comes to school one day, and you're like, I don't know. So then I started getting into sports and girls, and I did not care about cartoon anymore. Wizards of Waverly Place, I think, was the last show I watched, and I just started aging out at that point.
Did you ever end up finishing it, like the movie ending of it?
No, and
Well-
to tell you the truth, I probably don't care, and even to this
Come
day,
on.
I probably
I'm gonna tell you.
wouldn't.
I'm gonna
No.
tell you.
It's like the same thing with I don't know when was the last episode of Hannah Montana, because I think I even phased out before
I
Hannah
remember the last
Montana
episode
ended.
of Hannah Montana.
I don't.
She ends up revealing. She's singing, and then she takes off her wig, and I was like,
She did that in
a random person.
She did that in the movie. What was that movie? The Climb movie.
oh, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different because that's a small
That was
town.
small town, yeah.
All right.
So now she's showed the world that
Yes.
it's
Yeah, they
All
all
right.
kept her secret. Every person in that barn.
Every single person.
and every
in that-
person in the world kept
It's a
her
small
secret.
town. You can trust a small town.
No.
But yeah, it became a thing.
And the reporter's there trying to feed his family, and they finally tell him like, and he's like, you know what? Okay, let me break the camera. Your secret's safe with me, but like that's your job to, like, break stories like that and make money. And the biggest story he could have did was revealing her secret identity.
I think we all hate the media. All right. I mean, all these people that are just like, they just want the money. They just don't care if they're in your life and all that stuff. And that's all that story was showing, is that person,
he was willing to
that
throw
he
it
could
all
be a
away.
human being
Yeah.
first. Like, I don't want the world to know. I'm not ready for the world to know.
What was the last
Alright,
show
fine.
you watched then before you aged out? Because I didn't finish Hannah Montana. I didn't finish Wizards of Waverly Place. I think the last show I watched on Cartoon Network, I mean, dude, I kind of like aged out when like Chowder was coming out.
I feel bad.
I was kind of aging out because I was born in 98. So then I think the last show like I consistently watched on even like Cartoon Network, man, dude, I was already at the back end of Danny Phantom. I think I was even at the back end of what was the other one? Man, I can't even remember. It was a lot of shows I actually didn't even get to watch. Total Drama Island. I was already. I think I was
you
already
didn't get to
like.
watch
I
all
watched
of
a
it?
little bit of it,
Whoa,
but
okay.
I mean,
First
that was
season's
what,
probably the-
2010? Am I wrong? 2010, 2011, something like that.
Around there.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Okay,
around
well,
there.
at that time there was a dude named LeBron James that went to the Miami Heat, and once I started watching that, I was like, okay, I'm done.
Oh, the guy from Space Jam.
Yeah. Well, sport. In general, sports. I started watching sports, and then I just kind of gave up. So there might be some good shows that I really missed out on, but yeah, no, Wizards of Waverly Place I did not finish.
You missed out on possibly one of the funniest cartoons of all time.
What was it,
Being
Chowder?
Chowder.
Oh.
It's hilarious.
Chowder was dumb.
There was an
He was
episode where
stupid
they
kid.
lost the budget and they got all the voice actors to go wash cars.
Isn't I missed the Gumball.
You gave up.
Oh, Gumball's really funny. They
Yeah.
actually just came back.
Oh, okay. See, I missed that one, but I've seen like videos and edits on TikTok of Chowder and Gumball, and I laugh. Like,
that's
still
right.
right now,
That's right.
even though I didn't
That's right.
watch it.
That's right. You gave that up for girls? What the? What?
Yeah.
What kind of cartoon is that?
There's pretty. I'm gonna be pretty censored on this show, but they're a lot more fun. I can tell you that. As a teenage kid growing up, it did a lot more for me than cartoons. But yeah, I guess I might have stopped watching cartoons. I don't want to say like peak was after I left,
Right.
because I don't know if anybody here would say any show that came out after like 2010, maybe on Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network, that was better than like
No.
the peak of what was 2000s.
I got you. Yeah, at the tail end of it, we were getting like Henry Danger and stuff like that.
I don't know
and
what that is.
It's not
I
good.
think- I think
Don't
so.
watch it.
Oh, that's the. You know, the only thing I saw on that was like that dude being on every edit on TikTok,
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
every meme on TikTok.
For some reason.
Lemonade Mouth. I never watched that.
You missed out on a really
That was
good song.
Yeah, that was good. Oh, of course I
was
watched
always-
it.
it was
Lemonade Mouth has a
No.
really good song. It's on my playlist right
No,
now. We should
I'm
work
gonna
out to it
pass.
sometime.
The Terminate?
The Terminator? Oh,
Nah, I'm gonna pass.
I forget the name. It's on my playlist. I don't want to pull it out right now,
You
but
started rapping like
it,
NF on
it
the
is
song,
real good.
dude.
Yeah,
What's
chill
in
out, chill out.
what's the other ones that came out?
Camp Rock.
Oh no,
Oh,
I
no, you
watched.
don't want to watch that.
Nah, I
Camp Rock.
watched-
No, that's number 2. We
Yeah.
don't talk about Camp Rock 2. Camp Rock 1 was still pretty good. As
I
far
watched-
as a
I watched
Cinderella adaptation, it ended up being pretty good.
I'm gonna go ahead and give out my favorite content to watch when I was younger. I think I was like 9 or 10, and I'm kind of not afraid to say it. Like High School Musical, I thought was so good.
So good.
I thought it was good. I liked the music. I loved her.
I remember being a kid and thinking to myself, I can't let anybody know that I actually like this. All right? High School Musical? Ugh. But I had it on DVD at home.
Look-y, everybody liked it. Nobody wanted to fess up. It was one of those things.
You liked it or you're a liar.
Pretty much. Yeah.
You're hating on it there in class, telling your friends like, I can't believe y'all watch that. I only watch K&D, and you go home and you're like, we're all in this. So
Doing the dishes, we're on.
So I could have missed some peak cartoons, but I feel like I got the best of what I did at that time, and I don't think there's pretty much stuff that came out. Like my brother would tell me Steven Universe. Did you watch Steven Universe?
I've seen it a little bit because my girl likes it a lot.
Oh, okay.
So it's okay.
Yeah, but I don't think it's better than what we're talking about
What
here.
we grew up with over here.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's
Cannot
close.
hold a candle to Billy.
The quality
Sorry.
has gone down, and I do attribute that to just overcorrections, I guess. And again, Suits. It all comes down to Suits up there in briefcases who don't understand what people actually want to watch, and a lot of it is just like protecting. We can't make jokes like this anymore. We have to put more of this into there, less of this, more censorship, and it's just
The culture changed.
Yeah.
so annoying.
Would you say our cartoons were much more, I guess, like hurtful with their jokes? Do you think like they're really uncensored?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I told Dom like I love this joke so much in SpongeBob when like he had the bad breath in the theater.
Oh
He's
yeah.
like, not at all, boy. And then the dude just dies. He just dies. Like, that's
Didn't he
amazing.
burn off his eyebrows or something?
Like,
Like that?
he burns. Like it was just so funny.
What did he say? Like, I'm sorry if I offend you with my ugliness.
Not at all, boy. Or like when Patrick was trying to broom up like the Krusty Krab, and he's like the dude just randomly comes in and he's like you blowing from Stupid Town, like they were so mean back then.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I really can't refer to a lot of like modern cartoons because I really just don't watch anything. And this might sound dumb, but like Disney Channel still goes on, right? Is there what show is like a big show? Is there like a big show
I
now?
haven't focused too much on it since
Or like Netflix,
18.
Cartoon
and
Network's not
that
a
was
thing
around,
anymore,
like-
right?
Say again?
No, I think they sold.
No, yeah, they're done.
they
Yeah.
Cartoon
sold.
Network's done,
But-
unfortunately.
Adult Swim's still a thing though.
But Nickelodeon and Disney, they're still going.
From my understanding, yeah.
And what is what
I'm not seeing anything on social medias popping up or anything like that.
of
I
anything?
think SpongeBob's still going.
It is, and unfortunately, who's the actor who voiced SpongeBob? Do you guys know?
Isn't that Tom Kenny?
I
The new guy?
think.
Oh, there's a new guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
so the
Oh.
original voice actor unfortunately died. He passed away, and he gave us SpongeBob. Great, amazing, iconic.
voice actor?
Love him.
No, I don't know if this because Tom Kenny. I don't think he's still alive.
Who's the? No. Who's it? You're talking about the?
Could have sworn somebody who played SpongeBob died, and I remember thinking to myself as a teenager, because I was seeing some of the SpongeBob episodes that were coming out afterwards, and I'm like, damn, it just doesn't have the same.
Yeah, but wasn't it because of Steven Hillenburg?
Yeah, I feel like because he was the original creator.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
okay.
creator of SpongeBob
He died. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
not the
once-
voice actor.
My bad. So yeah, when the creator died, the quality of SpongeBob ended up going down. I stopped watching it for a while, and then I think sometime when I was in the army, I ended up, catching an episode one time, and it just ended up being so bad, just dumb. It comes down to that censorship and all that stuff. Everything's sort of changed. The characters have evolved to a degree, but what's her name?
Sandy.
Sandy, I believe, has kids now. A little.
What?
What?
Yeah,
Serious?
that was a whole episode that came out, and whatever. Either way, I didn't like what I was seeing, so I'm like, all right, you know what? I'll just similar to Avatar: The Last Airbender. We have like a perfect,
a perfect run of 8 to 10 years.
Yes,
just
so
watch that.
Just watch that. We're good.
I think
all right?
SpongeBob 1999. I think that was when the first episode came out. So I think the burger coming at you. I think 1999, right? SpongeBob at that point, all the way up until like 2009, 2010. I think that 8-10 year span was peak SpongeBob. Anything else after, I don't care to
The
watch.
2005 movie, the one with Hasselhoff,
Ah.
is canonically the end of SpongeBob. Everything that's happened like up to date is
It's just
technically takes
terrible.
place. Even the terrible stuff takes place before that movie. So that movie is the end of the series if you were to watch it.
Okay.
It's a beautiful movie
So you
too.
technically watch SpongeBob, like this first few seasons of SpongeBob, and watch the movie,
And then
like,
be
I'm
done with it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no,
we got a cap. We got an ending right there.
yeah. Yeah, it says there's modern shows on Nickelodeon. SpongeBob still going on. The Loud House. I don't know what that is. Paw Patrol. I mean, my kids watch it, but it's not something I would watch. Like even then too. Like these shows, even growing up, like as a kid, like I could even see my parents watching some of those shows and still enjoying it. Like now, I can't imagine sitting down and watching any of these shows with any of my kids. The Patrick Star Show, it's the spin-off of SpongeBob.
Didn't you said that was like brain rot?
Yeah, it was straight brain rot. It's not good at all.
And I feel like that's like a running theme with a lot of these new cartoon shows where it's just all Coco Melon.
Yeah, they're competing with like iPhones though. And they're competing with tablets and
That's
YouTube,
true.
so they gotta be a lot more dopamine filling.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if you noticed, the new SpongeBobs are very
It's like there's things happening
colorful,
like every
and like every I think it's every 5 seconds something like crazy happens, and it's just
Oh, that's horrifying.
That makes me horrified for the future of like intake, future of cinema. I mean,
Well, I mean, like when we were kids, we would, I think we would generally care about the storyline too, like where it was going, like what's the messages here. And now it's just like you have kids doing this stupid stuff. So now they're like, okay, I don't even got to show you anything good, right? Let me just do something stupid, and that would attract your attention. That would get millions of views.
what success in their eyes is whether or not it's meme worthy, I guess.
Yeah. Or clickbait.
Clickbait.
Or anything like that. Yeah, like it's really nothing good. It's not as good as anything we got when we were younger.
You
So
gotta feel for these kids.
Yeah.
They won't
just
understand peak
just
and
teach
stuff.
your kids the real stuff. All right, show them the stuff that we grew up on,
Yeah.
and you'll be good. It's already made. They already have DVDs, VHSs. I mean,
It's on
you
every
can stream
streaming
it on
platform.
something.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you're good.
absolutely. I honestly, still to this day, I still don't know where to get the original Teen Titans.
They have the box set like at Walmart still, I think.
Okay, see, but is it on any streaming platforms?
I guarantee you it is.
I try to
There's
look-
no.
It's
It's
not on
way
Max.
too popular for it
No,
not
it's
to
not.
be.
It's not on HBO Max.
yeah, it was on HBO for a minute. I don't know what happened.
Not anymore. It's not.
Dang.
It's
I don't know where to
Hulu
go.
or anything?
I swear, if some suit has it in a vault somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
Well, they
Old
might
school
just
Disney.
they might just be trying to push out Teen Titans Go. I mean, I don't know what
we
to
got
tell
to
you.
teach these kids how to commit tax fraud.
And it's not peak. So yeah, like how Brandon said, let everybody leave some comments and stuff, and tell us if you like Disney, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. If you agree with the majority of us here that Cartoon Network is better than Nickelodeon, or if you think the pioneers of Nickelodeon, which are SpongeBob and Avatar, are pretty much the ones that carry it, which I don't think it does. But I mean, it's certainly a good debate. Another topic that we're going to go into today, and I don't want to necessarily say the best alien movies, but we're here going to argue and debate our favorite alien movies and whether they're worthy enough to be in a top 5. You obviously have the pioneers and the most famous ones of like E.T. and stuff like that. So
Aliens.
Alien.
So good, love it.
So let's see where some of those movies fall on our list. So Brandon, if you want to go first and give us any honorable mentions, if you have any honorable mentions for any of these alien movies.
No particular order. All right. The first one that comes to mind when we were discussing this on the drive, Battle of Los Angeles has got to be one of my favorite alien movies out there. I mean, Aaron Eckhart really did come in with great acting. I mean, the fact when he's sitting there telling his fellow soldier who has like a chip on his shoulder against him because his brother ended up dying under his command. He's over here like he's like, it's all seared in my brain. He names off all of the DOD ID numbers. He's got like 6 or 7 of them, and he's just saying it all and their names. And it's like, oh, dude,
And
this
their
guy,
rank.
this guy genuinely cared. And I'm over here in the army, like, I wonder if Sergeant Estrada knows my DOD number.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't even know your shoe size.
Oh God.
I mean, it was deep. And the only thing I will say about Battle LA is the trailer when it came out as a kid. I don't know if y'all ever remember seeing the trailer as a kid. The song too playing in the background, like I was so mesmerized by the trailer. Unfortunately, to say I didn't enjoy the movie as much as I enjoyed the trailer. I don't think it's terrible.
Everything you saw in the trailer was in the movie. You saw it.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is about that song, like that song playing, and I was like, man, this thing is crazy. But I didn't even really see a lot of like civilian deaths. You see it on the news when they're shooting at them from the beach, but like after that, it's just straight military versus alien.
The trailer is what made me drag my sister to go see that in theaters.
Absolutely.
And I experienced, and this is going to be totally off topic, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I saw one of the most horrific trailers of my entire life when in that theater for Insidious.
Oh, dark stuff.
With one of the most insane jump scares of all time. The
Over
red
the
face
shoulder.
will always stick.
Was that on the trailer?
For Battle Los Angeles? Yes.
Oh wow.
Wow, it was insane.
I didn't even watch the trailer because I got so scared when I saw that. It would have been nice to know that was coming.
It was a very upsetting jump scare. It was
Yeah.
very upsetting.
Well, that Battle LA, I think if anybody remembers the trailer is amazing. But the movie itself, I don't think really resonated with me like the trailer did. It's got good actors, but when I'm watching an alien movie, I want to see like what is it doing to like the people. You know what I mean? And obviously in certain cases, it's in space, so that you don't really have civilians. But like if you come here and you come to our planet, what do you do to our civilians here? Like how many civilians are you just killing like with ease? For a game, really, you know what I mean? And Battle LA, you just saw it on the news for about 10, 15 seconds, and after that, it was just military. So, I mean...
I'm not against it. I love good overcoming evil. I love happy endings. I hate when movies have, like, a bad ending, and Battle of Los Angeles definitely did not. We had some sacrifices along the way. That definitely sucks. But at the end of the day, just good, old-fashioned, military tactics took the field, and they were able to squeeze out a success. Not an easy task, but they did it, and I love to see it.
Is there any alien movies that resonate with y'all?
I'm not a big alien movie fan. I haven't seen a lot. The only one that comes to mind is
District
9.
District 9.
That's the only one.
It's a great
And
one.
they're about to do like District 10, 12, all that good
Oh,
stuff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're expanding on the universe.
Which
Dude.
I feel like that movie did really great when it came to world building.
Mhm.
So I think there's a lot of stories you can tell in that.
And the concept alone with us living together in harmony, right? Like trying to both. That's why I'm saying
harmony.
emphasis on the
It was-
harmony, because at first you found it was more one-sided.
Yeah.
But you found a way for them to cohabitate somewhat, right? Like you're living together, and in every movie it's war. It's not, oh, well, you live here, us live here, and we'll find a way to live together. But at this point too, it's like how advanced the aliens to us, the alien species is far more advanced. So like coming here where humans are on the top, you're kind of sitting there and you're like, I don't really see this. I can't envision aliens coming here and we're the superior species. But District 9, I mean, that's kind of what it was. They
Yeah.
were afraid of the human species.
Pretty much. And it was like I haven't seen it in forever,
Yeah,
but it was like a ghetto, right?
crashed. Yeah, they crashed here and they couldn't escape. That was like the biggest
Yeah.
plot point, and that's kind of why humans were like, "Oh, you're not so high and mighty now."
Yeah.
They started treating them like third world citizens.
I remember that.
They treated them horribly.
But even then too, like you piss off one of these aliens, go ahead and I guarantee you they can kill at least 10, 15 humans. You know what I mean?
they proved that.
Yeah, at the end of it, once he got back to the ship,
Yeah.
right? And I'm trying to remember it. I know it's a very good movie.
I thought the body horror was done I thought it was so unnerving. just
When he's growing, that's what it is, right? He's growing like
he's turning into an
Yeah.
alien.
And that's what the body horror you're talking about.
Yeah.
Over the course of the movie, you're seeing that's like,
you see like chunks of him fall.
Yeah,
out.
you see his body slowly becoming an alien.
Yeah, and it was done great. I think segueing to the one that resonates with me the most, because it used to be Aliens, James Cameron.
Yeah.
Ridley Scott, it was great. It was a great horror movie, but then Aliens kind of took that premise.
That's part 2,
and
right?
ran with it. That's part 2.
Yeah.
But my favorite alien movie of all time is definitely John Carpenter's The Thing.
ooh,
I think it's just.
you can't go wrong with that. That's actually my fourth one. So yeah, I agree with you.
Dang, I made the list for both things.
That's my number 2.
I've been trying to get this guy to watch it forever.
You haven't watched The Thing?
No, I don't even know what that is.
So look, a lot of movies. I
God, what?
I don't even know what that is.
don't even know what thing you're talking
No,
about.
you know the one thing.
Fantastic Four?
You know the thing that pisses off a lot of people when it comes to alien movies and just movies in general, like they do stupid stuff and you're like, why would you do that? Like that makes no sense. But when you watch The Thing, that's something that you can appreciate in that movie, is that every single action that they took, it wasn't
It's
stupid, it was
feasible.
logical. It was like, I understand why you would do that. Like that makes sense. I could resonate with that. I can see it, but it's just the fact that one of us is the alien and we have no idea who it is. And you can't tell who it is because they be shapeshift into your body, but they know everything you know. So it's kind of like, how do I pick?
How do I fight this?
How do I fight it?
So the alien is like a parasite that assimilates its host. So
Yeah.
essentially, if it were to come into physical contact with you, it would take over your entire body and like, pretty much become you. You're still an alien, of course.
Yeah.
But you'll lose all cognitive function. You won't even be here anymore. It will simply just be the vessel of the parasite.
That's interesting.
And what's crazy is that even in this movie, it doesn't even infiltrate the group as an alien. It infiltrated them as a dog. Like it could become anything. So you
Yeah.
just see a random dog,
So-
and you're just like, "Oh, are you okay, boy?" And you touch it, and over.
The movie starts with a helicopter of Norwegians. I can't remember what was it.
Yeah, the Norwegian base
shooting
camp.
at the dog.
Let's
Yes.
be clear here. We're talking about specifically the 1982
Yes,
John
absolutely.
Carpenter's The Thing.
I'm not
there
gonna
was a
mention
prequel, sequel
Prequel.
movie.
Prequel.
There was a prequel movie that came out that did in like 2008.
11. I think it was 2011.
2011, yes.
Oh my bad. And I did watch it. It was terrible. It's meant to segue
It
into
segues,
Yeah, it's that one is a movie about the Norwegian base camp.
yeah. So what sets The Thing apart from like all other like alien movies, in my opinion, and horror movies, is this was at the end of what is it called? After this movie, they started utilizing like CGI.
So practical effects.
Thank you. Yes. This was the end of like the practical effects little era of movies. Before this point, they were trying to make it work for like decades, and you know sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. And with this movie, we got top tier, the
Yeah.
best practical effect artists
Yeah, you had
in the
puppets,
world.
had
You know,
puppets,
here.
practical effects. You had even stop motion in certain scenes, but like the really good. Stop
Yeah,
motion.
yeah. And it's in everything. There's not a single drop of CGI in this, so it's all like real. It's there, you know. And
And the dogs in the cage too is one thing that I won't forget when it comes to movies. Just seeing the dogs like morph together into just the grossest thing I've ever seen. So it's The Thing is number 2 for me. It's that high of an alien movie.
It also just sorry to cut you off. Really passionate. Just the fact that you never see a transformation happen on scene because the directors, the writers, they wanted you to be right next and in the same team.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Who is it?
Who is it?
Yeah.
Who's the thing?
Yeah.
and
That's why they left with an ambiguous.
the
ending.
very ending.
Okay, so that's exactly what I was gonna mention. I feel like everybody will watch it. Most of the people will watch it, see the ending, and are like, okay, like I like that. But did you like that? Because you, of all people, don't like
when movies have a bad
movies
ending.
that have bad endings. Would you
Or
say that is a bad ending,
the
or you
bad guy
like the way it
wins.
ended?
I love the way it ended.
So
Because you can, it's up to the interpretation. You can have either one of three endings. You can have with, forget their names, even though I love this movie. You can have Kurt Russell's character as a thing. You can have the other man as a thing. I can't remember his name. Or neither of them can be a thing, but they
And
both are gonna be skeptical for the rest of their lives
the 10 seconds they have until they freeze to death.
till they freeze to death.
At the end, it was Keith David, right?
Keith David,
It was
yes.
Childs and Kurt Russell. They were the last two at the end.
I think that's an amazing ending for that movie because I don't think, realistically, I don't think there is a single way any of them could have gotten out of there alive. And that's what happened
But-
in the prequel. They all died.
That's why I do appreciate it, because everything was done logically, that you can't sit there and be like, oh, I'm pissed, I don't know why they didn't do this, because you can say that from a viewership standpoint, but if you were in that position, you would have did everything they did. You would have tried to at least figure out some test, some way I can figure out who it is, and then when I find them, isolate them, right? Like you would tie them up, put them somewhere, and you would just wait for somebody to come rescue you, y'all.
Ironically, the dumbest move that they made in that entire movie is the most human move with saving the dog.
I mean, yeah,
If they
because
just
that's...
let them-
Oh,
if they
that's
just
fair,
let them,
yeah.
if they just let them kill that dog,
Yeah.
none of that would have happened.
I mean,
is
if I'm sitting there and I'm like, hey, a whole helicopter and
They're
what looks like
shooting
a
at a dog
military
right
is
now.
shooting at a dog, they're wasting gas, right? They're wasting all this ammo to shoot a dog. Am I just going to say, oh man, they're being mean to that dog? Like, they're probably doing it for a reason. You know what I mean? So let me just mind my business, and I'm going to turn my back, and I'm just going to be like, yeah, that's got nothing to
But
do with it.
with the allegories to the Cold War, like we didn't really trust anybody.
Yeah.
It wasn't American, which
Yeah.
is why that movie resonates so well from a historical
Yeah.
standpoint too.
That's a good point.
Yeah, they never stood a chance.
It's on top 2 for me. I definitely think it is a very good alien movie, and on a lot of people it is number 1, and I can completely understand. I understand why. Number 4 on mine was War of the Worlds, Tom Cruise. 2005.
So dang good. I actually really love that movie.
And I don't think that is the perfect depiction of what aliens would be if they came here, but I think that is the most horrific. Like, you're not even slowly trying to make contact, slowly infiltrate, right? Like, they have the phases of an alien invasion, what they would be, right? First is just contact to observe and all that.
They went straight to violence.
They went straight hands, bro. Like, straight lightning in the ground, let me come up. And they even killed them in, like, in a horrific fashion. Not even just let me shoot you and you just die from, like, hemorrhaging or something.
Because it wasn't
vaporization.
I don't even think they were eating them or anything.
No,
they were just killing them for
just a sport.
And that was insane.
And you would see their clothes just, like, float away,
off.
and then you're running, and then you just have, like, it's like mist of blood that's just filled all over you. And then even when Dakota Fanning, that was her, right? Dakota Fanning, she was a little girl. When she was there supposed to go to the restroom, and then you see the river of, like, hundreds of bodies just floating down. Oh, dude, that entire movie messed me up as a kid.
That scene with the car when they're in the only car and they're in a group of other survivors.
Oh, yes.
And the one guy just the camera pans to show this one guy just has a gun to the dad's head and he's about to kill him right in front of his children.
Yeah.
That scene, and then the amount of, like, that was one of the most terrifying scenes ever because he was gonna do it.
Yeah, that's probably a depiction of, like, how humans would react.
Absolutely.
If alien invasion
They're
came.
just as scary as the aliens.
I really, really do like this movie, but if I have to say one bad thing, the sun definitely annoys me. I just want to see it, Dad. You've got to let me go.
Yeah, but
I have to see it. No, you don't. No.
Well,
You're staying with me until we get to your mom's.
You did see it.
Yeah, but I'm even trying to understand too, like, from his point. I can't even see it from his point because he was leaving his little sister, and and he thinks his dad's a piece of crap.
He
so
was leaving safety.
Yeah.
For no reason.
For no reason.
So I don't really understand it, honestly.
definitely
I was
nothing
trying to
reason.
understand the idiot teenage son, maybe trying to help him, right? He's rebelling.
It's just a phase, all right?
Yeah.
You got to let him go.
Yeah, but honestly too, that's kind of good what you brought up. Like, what's bad? What's worse? Like, alien invasion or, like, humans? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, during an alien invasion, like, not only do I have to worry about aliens now, but I have to worry about The Walking Dead.
Yeah, the standard
The
apocalypse thing where, like, even in The Walking Dead, like, the villains were the people.
Yeah.
Like, they were the governor, they were vegan. Those were people that were worse than the walkers, the zombies.
And that's what's crazy is a lot of people see Walking Dead, think the zombies, but The Walking Dead is actually
Is the humans.
is the humans. So that's crazy too. Like of what happens.
Wasn't this movie? Wasn't it like a radio show? Didn't you tell me that one time?
Yes. What was it? Orson C. Welles was the guy. Essentially, what he did.
Oh,
You want to sell it? Or?
yes. I think you would tell it much better, but I learned about it in college. Let me try to take a stab at it real quick because I learned about it in college when I was doing a broadcasting and media major. So they were he was telling the story and then what was the year 1912 1915 something like that, something really early.
Back when, like, the only way you can, like, get your news
Is
at the
radio.
point was by radio or, like, newspaper.
No television.
Yeah,
You're old if you read the newspaper back then, too.
So what's crazy about it is, like, if you were to go and you were to watch a movie, say you go to the movies, you show up late, right? I don't see the introduction, right? I don't see if it's based on a true story. I don't see any of that. I just get right in the middle.
I think a better analogy, not to cut you off, right?
No, you're good.
Is like you're flipping through the channels on your TV, right? Or you're on your phone and you see, like, a newscast thing and it looks super realistic of, like, just people exploding or people, like, getting zapped and stuff like that. What he did over the radio, I'm sorry, did you want to?
No, wait, he just tells people in the beginning that this is a story.
Yeah. It
right?
was a prank. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a prank. He essentially, like, read a story out loud over the radio.
Yes.
And it caused mass hysteria of people, like, thinking the end of the world was coming.
But because people were tuning in mid-broadcast, so they didn't hear the beginning of that it was a story, that it was a prank. So people were thinking that they were actually under attack, right? People were actually going to...
People were looting, people were legit, like...
Imagine being a farmer, you know, you just got done with the day, it's like, all right, just gonna kick my feet up, you know, turn this little radio on, and then next thing you know, you could hear something about like, and the aliens have taken Los Angeles.
But
It's
there's
like,
even
what?
but there's even now there's rules when it comes to media and regulations as far as what you can and can't say. Like you can't use certain people because the guy in the story, he actually used real positions of people from universities and everything. So now you can't do that. They specifically have that put in place. Now it's kind of hard to fall for that because then you'll just turn on the news or you'll just turn anything else. But at the time when the only source you had of news was the radio.
And people wouldn't just lie about stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Especially not on the news.
And it went on for hours, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Because he read the entire
This
story.
So everybody is sitting there at the radio,
Terrified.
and it was like, oh my gosh, what is really?
No, they were terrified, bro.
And then at the very end, they're over here. Like I said at the beginning, this is a story. This is not real.
No,
It's like,
if you probably, I'm trying to think, like if I heard that at that time at the radio, am I staying to listen to the whole story?
Yeah.
You go into your Fallout
No,
shelter.
yeah, that's.
Oh, I see what
that's-
you're saying. I see what you're saying.
So it's like I won't ever even know that it's fake because once I hear this, say it's a 4-hour long story, I miss the first 15 minutes, I catch the second 45 minutes, I'm gone.
You're probably trying to see your loved ones.
Yeah, absolutely. So I didn't even get to the ending of it.
They're over here, and they're all hearing the same thing too. So they're over here going to the McKinseys next door.
And they're like, "Did you hear that?"
And
And
I'm
they're
like, yeah, I'm watching it right now. I'm hearing it right now.
They're purging and stuff.
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Let's go looting.
Yeah.
It's funny to like talk about it now, but at the time, like
It was not funny.
it ruined his reputation.
Yeah.
Like it's like he was pretty much ousted of that position simply because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And
The greatest prank of all time, though. Am I right?
Yes, you're right. Right.
hilarious.
Yeah.
But he probably costed America like millions or probably thousands, maybe millions at the time.
Probably even in just like the first responders or like your
Yeah, absolutely.
like your police, a bunch of people, because again it caused mass hysteria. When he was saying like there's saucers and lights in the sky, people
Yeah.
were like, there really is saucers and lights in the sky.
Why
I
would he
believe this.
lie?
Why would he lie about that? So like, oh yeah.
It's gonna be on a lot of people's lists. It's definitely on my list.
Well,
that's
the
four for
very
me.
end of this movie. I mean, I thought the entire movie, like, they use nukes against these things or missiles against these things.
Never works.
Never works. They're always winning. And then at the very end, what kills them is the tiniest thing, the smallest
Bacteria,
thing.
right?
Bacteria, germs, and all that stuff. They plan for every conceivable thing that that the world can throw at them. But it took millions of years. Took thousands of years. Took human beings a long time to get
Overcome.
accustomed to diseases. And
That
that's.
was a realistic ending.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I feel like that's definitely how it would probably play out.
And that's how we win. I
Yeah,
mean,
but also too an intelligent species like that being able to ride lightning bolts into the ground into their machine. You don't think they would have been like, okay, as aside from weapon and technology, is there anything else that can possibly kill us? And they're like, maybe bacteria. Like, let's come up with something for that. But they just never did.
don't be an idiot, Jonathan.
The aliens from science thought the same thing, and they're allergic to water. on a
Yeah,
planet
I mean,
that's
mostly water. See, a lot of people will bring up Signs, laugh at it. I'm going to tell you something crazy. Signs is on my list of one of my favorite alien movies.
The original jump scare. Insane.
Thank you.
Insane.
And I was even showing Brandon and I think it was also one of my other boys from work too. But it's behind and you look and and then you see him walk. Oh my.
Everybody is looking at the TV at this point.
Oh,
They're like,
dude.
what is it? And then it moves. It's like,
Oh man.
Signs is on my list and
Oh,
it is.
The story was pretty good.
It is.
too.
Yeah,
I would say-
it's throwing me off is like when the wife was about to die, she knew what was gonna happen. Like that was crazy. She was saying like swing away, right? She was talking about the asthma. The little girl would leave the water there. Like it was just everything. It finally came together in the end.
Yeah.
And that's M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, we're still not forgiving you for Avatar. It was still a banger.
That's why I had to say M. Night Shyamalan.
I'm with you there. I mean, he knows I very much dislike M. Night Shyamalan, and a lot of it does come because of my hatred for the Avatar movie. But I have to agree that movie Signs is really good, and that is his. So fair enough.
Yeah, but the only thing is that I know they are saying that y'all don't like M. Night Shyamalan, but
I don't hate him.
Glass, Unbreakable.
Banger.
Split,
Split was awesome.
Signs, The Visit.
He didn't watch Visit.
Yeah, I didn't watch
The
it.
Visit was very funny, but it was very scary too.
No, it was Old. I don't know if people like that
I
movie.
did not like Old at all.
The-
I thought Old was very dumb.
The book was a lot better. The book was. I will say the book was a lot better on that one.
Is it because you don't like old because the bad guys win? Is that why?
The children are
Old.
very much yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, that's another topic for discussion, but I don't think old is that bad. I think it's actually pretty good.
I thought you said The Village, or what was it? Is that
The
what-
visit,
No, there's another one.
the village. Which one is that one?
It's the one where it takes place in like an Amish village. The entire movie.
Oh,
no,
man.
not Amish. But it takes place like in the past,
I don't think I've seen that one
and then
then.
it's revealed that it actually takes place in.
Oh, the village,
present.
2004.
Yep.
Okay. I was gonna watch it, but now it's spoiled. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. What is it? 20 years, 22 years
20 years too late. Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. No, I'll
Dude,
watch
it
it.
just came out, man.
Yeah.
I
No.
was getting to it. All right.
On the list.
Yeah. No. I haven't seen that one. I'll definitely watch it. But I like M. Night Shyamalan. Like I think some of his movies are good. Some of them are bad, but some of them are pretty good. And I'd watch all of them.
With Signs, you do get some pretty top tier actors
yeah.
in it as well.
Joaquin Phoenix, Mel Gibson. Like it's
great.
yeah. No. So
for
Signs
it.
is gonna be up there for me. Prometheus is on my list. I like Prometheus. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. If you're asking me the best alien movies, Alien or Aliens, one of those two is probably gonna be number one. Right? But I'm not arguing the best alien movies. I'm telling you my favorite. Like if someone told me, "Hey, put on a really good alien movie," this is probably what I'm going to give them. I'd probably show them Prometheus before Alien. Not only because in chronological order,
Ooh, yeah.
it is what creates the xenomorph. I think even at the end credit, the xenomorph is created.
Yeah, because
was a
in
variant.
Aliens, the ship that
The variant, yeah.
that they investigate in the first movie Aliens, that was
Prometheus.
okay.
In Alien,
Yeah,
you
I
have
remember
the
that.
engineer inside this little thing, and
Yeah.
people for like decades were wondering, like, what is that thing, and why is it so big?
Yeah.
and then it's revealed that like, hey, these are the creators of the xenomorph and of possibly humans. I don't think it was answered like directly in that
Yeah.
movie, but it was great.
Yeah, no.
I was on board until like that one lady died because she was running in a direct like path. Do you remember when the ship fell and it was just chasing her?
Oh, and she didn't run to the side.
Everyone else
I hate when they do that in movies.
Why did she do that?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Move to the right.
Yeah.
Such preventable death. But
Yeah.
That movie was a banger.
No. Is there any of these? I've already named 4.
Yeah.
So is there any movies that...
Yeah, absolutely. So, we've talked about classic movies before. I think when you think of alien movies, let's be fair here. We're thinking cliche-wise. We're thinking about like the 1950s alien movies. That's when we were starting to. I think 1969 and whatnot. We were going into space. That's when we first went into space. But around the 1950s, 1960s, that's when we're getting those black and white alien movies. It's really cliche and all that. That inspired me to sort of see what some of these movies were. I guarantee you a lot of them are pretty terrible, but there's one movie that I did watch called The Day the Earth Stood Still in 1951, and I thought it was amazing. One little snippet against it, in the trailers, they say it's like they traveled 150 million miles to get here. And looking back on it, I mean, in the modern day, you over 150 miles in every direction has nothing. All right, chill out. At the time, we didn't know it. But, sorry. But in the 1950s, The Day the Earth Stood Still, that was such an iconic movie at the time that definitely inspired a lot of the movies that we see nowadays, including Arrival. They even had... Stop it, bro. You're over here sleeping right now?
Well, to
He's
be fair, there
sleeping.
was a remake in the 2000s.
No, I've watched the remake.
Wait,
all
what
right?
movie did you say?
The Day the Earth Stood Still. Stop sleeping, bro.
I'm already falling
It
asleep
is
just
a
by you
good
mentioning.
movie.
What year was it?
1951. It's black and white. All right. You have the main character. Stop. You have the main character Klaatu. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. All right. All right. What I like about this movie, going back to what you were talking about with The Thing in regards to its, meta. Narrative of the Cold War and whatnot, this also has that same thing, because at that time we were very scared of nuclear war happening any day, right? With this, the whole point of The Day the Earth Stood Still, Klaatu is an alien that comes down to Earth, and we as human beings are a little scared of him, so he comes out here in peace, and he ends up getting shot by some nervous soldiers. Gort is a robot that has the ability to absolutely destroy all of Earth, but Klaatu, tells him to calm down and all that. Initially, all the human leaders are over here talking to Klaatu and telling him, what do you want? He's saying that I come in peace. I come from a galactic federation, and we know that you now have nuclear warheads at your disposal. Eventually, you guys will end up going to space, and when that happens, we don't want you being a violent part of this. All right, so the whole movie is about basically human beings get your shit together. Live in peace, or Gort is going to destroy you, all right? Which I'm absolutely down for. I love the peace angle. When we look at all these alien movies, aliens are usually coming in, with weapons, with the intent to destroy. I love those things. Those things it's great entertainment. But with The Day the Earth Stood Still in 1951, I loved it. I think there was a good spin. Not considering it's one of the first ones, I'm not sure it's a big spin, but it's a good spin to the cliche aliens are coming to destroy us. Instead, they're like, live in peace, and it's a good message. So, yeah.
Okay, so that one's on your list. Absolutely. What are the other ones that we haven't named that are on your list?
We also have Skyline. All right, Skyline 2010 is one of my favorite alien movies.
That movie is so awesome. And no one talks about it.
Nobody talks about it, right? There's they did other Skyline movies afterwards, and none of them were as good as the first one.
They're straight to sci-fi, weren't they? Like straight to the sci-fi.
Straight, yeah. But this one, I loved it. We got that scene where the aliens have pretty much taken, I think it was Los Angeles. All this happens in Los Angeles. I don't know why. California, man.
That's basically the U.S.
Yeah, and then it's like density too, right? Like there's so many humans, right? Like it's just.
But
or you can go to Canada or anywhere, you're not gonna find a human for 10, 15 miles. But in LA, there's thousands every meter.
Just chilling.
So these the aliens have taken pretty much Los Angeles, and everybody's like hiding inside their little rooms and whatnot. And these people have this telescope that they use to see out. And what do they see in the morning? When they're looking at the main alien ship there in Los Angeles, they see the Freedom Dorito, all right, followed by drones. All right, they're absolutely destroying these aliens, just going back and forth. Oh my goodness, I still get patriotic when I see it. This Freedom Dorito it's doing somersaults, it's going around, it's doing spins. I mean, it's like, these aliens can't catch up, And then right before it gets destroyed, this American hero, unnamed American hero, sends that nuclear bomb straight to the mothership, and it absolutely destroys it for a few seconds. All right, it's a very patriotic scene. The alien ship does get back up afterwards, but that's it's supposed to represent human beings being able to give our biggest, baddest freaking punch possible to these aliens, and they get right back up. It's like, we can't do anything. There's nukes. That was it.
That was all we had.
That's all we had.
Yeah.
So we just can't beat them. At the end of the movie, one of the main characters does get his brain absolutely taken out. So I'm starting here. I'm sitting there when I'm first watching it, like, man, this is about to be a bad movie, because the bad guys are about to win. But once that brain is put inside of an alien brain to be controlled like a drone, there's like a Rancor-looking beast. It actually does remember that it is a human, and absolutely destroys the ship from the inside. And saves his wife and his pregnant wife in the process. So loved that very much. Skyline 2010, one of my favorite alien movies out there. And I guess we would be remiss if we did not bring up one of the greatest alien movies of all time, bar none. It's got to be Independence Day, 1996, man.
Most American alien movie of all time.
That's
today we
say.
Celebrate our Independence Day.
Yeah. When you refer to patriotism when it comes to alien movies, Independence Day is definitely the number one.
An amazing cast.
Yeah, and this.
Absolutely.
Prime Will Smith, prime Jeff Goldblum.
Bill Pullman as President Whitmore, dude.
He gave the greatest halftime speech of all time.
Oh my! I was getting ready to get in one of those planes. I'll tell you what.
Absolutely.
We're about to fight him, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And then the sacrifice of the dad, is like, honey, I'm home. I'm back.
I can't remember. I follow you all over the movie.
Yeah, now we sound stupid.
I think it's honey, I'm home.
Yes, and then he crashes into it.
Destroys it. Your dad, he was a hero.
Yeah.
Being mocked his entire life, but there he goes. I mean, I love it. I love that movie so much. And then, of course, Will Smith. I think we get to see some of the most. I won't say the funniest, because we do get obviously the TV show Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where he's really shows his hilarious side. But Men in Black, I will say, and Men in Black, he's a great actor, all right. Mm-hmm. But certainly in Independence Day, that's one of my favorite Will Smith movies from him. And just him dragging that alien across the desert, is like, what the hell is that smell? You know, it's hilarious.
Apparently, because somebody left like rotten fish on the set, so that was ad libbed and it was real. So it was just like he was just ad libbing that. That's so good.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it when the team pranks each other and stuff.
Can I mention
Go
too?
ahead,
while
go
we're
ahead.
here, so
Yeah.
these are more or less like other dimensional creatures. I'm not sure if we're counting them as aliens. But another one I think I'd be really amiss if I didn't mention it is Stephen King's The Mist.
Yes.
No, that one's fair. That one's
Yeah,
fair, and that
that's
one
fair.
applies.
Like that movie, like the sense of dread of the entire film, and then the ending.
I hate.
Yeah, that's
the
like a movie
ending.
that you'd probably hate.
Still to this day, as a father, that movie pisses me off because
That is legit one of the most upsetting endings of a movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
That one, and then Cloverfield.
They just waited 10 minutes, you know.
Like
Cloverfield.
legit just 10 minutes. Cloverfield is an amazing.
Oh,
ending
why
movie.
did we not talk about that?
Cloverfield, the found footage of
Bro,
Ty
Cloverfield.
would have killed me if I did not
Mention
Cloverfield.
Yeah,
Cloverfield.
fair. Good job. Good job on that one.
no,
Something about,
Cloverfield is
like-
amazing.
Something about the lice on a monster able to kill you is so insane.
Yeah,
And then like the fact that the woman that had gotten bit or like scratched by it like,
on her ankle, right, or her leg, or something like
what
that.
was it her neck? I can't even remember.
I don't remember,
Her,
yeah.
her head just explodes.
Yeah.
Like it just really goes to show that.
Oh, and you see it expanding,
that
right?
It just goes to show, even though we won, like those people in New York City do not stand a chance. At
Yeah.
all.
You know what? I will say I do really like Cloverfield. I'm very surprised that I didn't bring it up, but I'm not too upset about it because we get Cloverfield Lane, and we also get
Paradox.
Cloverfield
We don't
Paradox,
talk about
right?
Paradox. It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it was all an overarching story. They're all in different.
It's almost like an anthology the way they're doing.
Yeah.
Because like
They're not the same timeline. They're
No.
different timelines, different dimensions being rolled into one because of Cloverfield Paradox.
because of the
so it gets confusing a little
the
bit.
God particle, whatever they
Yeah,
called it.
I think the whole found footage aspect, the whole movie itself is like amazing. I'm not sure as far as a movie or a storyline, it's better than some of the ones that we've even mentioned, and even
No,
some
no,
of the
of
ones
course
that you
not, of course
mentioned. But it is I think it falls in the honorable mentions.
Absolutely, it does.
Yeah, but it's kind of tough.
I think it deserves to be up there for what it did for the found footage genre.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just like the alien Clover itself is like an awesome design for an alien.
yeah.
And it was just every time you saw it, you knew someone was gonna get killed.
Someone's gonna die terribly right now.
terribly, like in a horrible fashion.
No, that one is really good. The last one on my list, and it's kind of close to what you had said too about
the day the Earth stood still.
Yeah, I'll never watch it, but like the whole premise of you saying that, of like them not coming to annihilate us, but actually to help us, right? Arrival, 2016, and that one's Amy Adams. I think it's Amy Adams. But that one is basically them teaching us communication is kind of like circular rather than linear.
Right.
So essentially, it helps us evolve and see the end, the beginning, and the present all in once. So I like the idea of aliens not coming here to destroy us, but rather than to help us. And I think the movie is exceptional. I think it's my favorite alien movie of all time. That one's gonna be my number one. Did you get all the ones that you wanted out? Do you have any more? There's a lot of good alien
there's a lot of
movies.
great
I really like Arrival, and I
Yeah.
see what you're
That was
saying.
great.
What my favorite thing about that movie is just the trying to learn the language.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right there, super hard. I don't know how linguists
Linguists.
do that. Kudos to them because they're incredibly smart.
Yeah.
Super high IQ. I could never. Right.
You don't even know how to update your Xbox.
I was having trouble getting the coffee machine to work for me over there. I was like, Alex, you know.
yeah, no.
But what with the day the Earth stood still and Arrival, since that's on the table and we're talking about how great those movies are, it kind of makes me a little excited about this upcoming movie with Ryan Gosling, the Project Hail Mary.
I've seen nothing for it. I don't want to see anything for it until I actually watch the movie.
This isn't a spoiler by any means,
Okay,
but we get Ryan Gosling and he's talking. It's similar to Arrival, where like they're trying to communicate with one another. All right,
see.
Is it-
so
is
I'm
it-
interested in that now.
Is it just me that like I don't really have like great interest of watching that movie?
Not even after discussing Arrival.
I
and
mean, it's
peak
like watching
movie,
from the
The Day the
trailer
Earth Stood
alone.
Still.
I don't feel like I'm watching that trailer, and I'm like, God, what day is it? And then I write it on my phone. Like there's movies where I'll see a trailer and I'm like, okay, let me write the date or let me write the name. Project Hail Mary, right? That's what it's called. It's about trying to send a teacher to.
Yeah, it's always
do
a
something
it's
with
always a
the-
science teacher, you know.
Yeah,
They couldn't find anybody else qualified. You know,
It's like
biology
them,
teacher.
It's like them. He's trying to do something to the sun, right, or fix something with the sun, but along the way he finds an alien or something like that. Honestly, I'm not really too excited for it. I'm still gonna watch it, but it's not a trailer. Didn't necessarily catch me where I was like, okay, let me write this down. So I'm not overly excited about it. I'm not expecting a lot of great things from it, but I mean, that's the best way to go in there expecting nothing and you
I
get
like
a banger.
I like it when aliens come in peace. You know,
Yeah.
I think it's. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I just said, some of my favorite alien movies are when America goes, you know, ham on to defeating them. But yeah, I like it when aliens come in peace.
Another one that I'm kind of like I'm teeing up for Dom because he hasn't said anything is Paul.
Paul, I was just about to say, Paul is one of the best movies,
God.
alien movies of all time. I don't care what anybody
That's
says.
not what I mean when I say
Seth
aliens come in
Rogen.
peace.
What's the other guy?
We were just talking bad about brain rot, and you bring up Paul.
Paul's not brain rot.
Nah.
It was like, all right. Do y'all remember the movie? It was about Star Wars. It was like fanboys or something like that.
No,
It's-
he's thinking Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Not Spaceballs. It was about Star Wars. The friend has cancer. They're on their way to go find George Lucas so he can watch the final Star Wars movie before he passes away. Okay, it reminds me of that movie. And it's Paul mixed with that movie, and I love it. Paul is amazing. Top.
I'm not
Top
putting
10
that
comedies.
as my top 5. Paul?
And if you wanna if we're talking like technicality, Avatar is an alien movie.
So
trilogy.
what we had said was that it's tough because if we do that, then we have to put Transformers.
Yeah.
Right,
And if
because
we-
Transformers.
Very much
If we do
alien
Transformers, then we have to do
Transformers
Marvel.
1. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we're
but
not-
then that's so
we're not
tough.
putting all
Come on,
those
that's
things.
stretch because those are superhero movies first.
With aliens.
But
I mean,
Transformers are aliens.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, like.
but that's where it's
Also superhero. Okay.
yeah, but that's it's tough because then if I bring Transformers and I bring Avatar movie, it might be tough because Avatar movie might clear most of these, or Transformers one definitely
So good.
clear most of these.
Visually at least.
So we couldn't bring.
I get that.
We had to put some
It's just
stipulations right here.
yeah. So I just had to try to find something that kind of fits the mold of most of the sci-fi alien movies that we watch. It's really tough to consider Avatar and Transformers as these alien movies.
Could you consider it as an alien movie?
No, I can't. I know what you're saying. I know the book definitely talks about how even the
It's a cosmic
remakes.
entity. Like,
Yeah.
it is an alien.
I get that, but I can't sit here and say that it's an alien movie, guys.
I can get behind that.
It's a horror movie.
It's tough. It's tough. But if we forgot any alien movies that we should have mentioned and we didn't, please drop it down so we can look at it and definitely tell you if it sucks or if it's good because I don't know. I'm not going to say anything to my producer because he produces our videos. but-
Paul, dude, Paul. I'm gonna put Paul at the title screen. What's the best alien movie? It's just him giving the middle finger.
I want to put this out there for a second. If there's any edits of Paul being on here, it's our producer's choice and it's not our choice. But if we miss any, certainly leave them down at the bottom. I'm gonna thankful for everybody continuing to like, subscribe, and share, and we're getting a lot of views, so thank you very much. But with that being said, thank y'all to our producers for jumping on with us, getting a lot of content out there too, and trying to put a face to it because they're always there helping. So I'm glad they're able to come on camera. So thank you guys for all y'all's help. Do you have anything else before we go?
No, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah. All right, brother. Well, till next time. Thank y'all.
Later, nerds.